Hi, welcome to the Forward Thinking TV show, where we encourage you to live today for your tomorrow. I'm Michelle Perkins, and I'm the host of this show, and I'm so excited you joined me today for the very first episode. I'm going to be discussing connecting with your authentic self so you can tap into your personal power and become the person and the leader you've always wanted to be. So, let's get started. You might be thinking, that's great, but how do we do that? Well, as women, we are always busy doing things for everybody else, doing this for this person, that for that person. And times we might be doing things that we really don't want to do, or we might be doing things that don't feel right, that aren't in alignment with us. And throughout the whole process, doing this day in and day out throughout the years, we can lose ourselves. We can lose who we are. We can lose what's important to us, what we believe in. And so it is really important to reconnect with yourself, to reconnect with your values, your beliefs, your likes, your dislikes, to determine what your strengths and your weaknesses are, so that you can really dig deep and get to the truth of who you are. Because this brings an awareness of what you stand for. But most importantly, this brings confidence. And hey, who doesn't want confidence? I mean, think about it. When we have confidence, it changes everything. It's like when you have confidence, the world is yours for the taking. It's just amazing to me how, as I look back, all those years that I just kind of was a robot and did what everybody else wanted and needed me to do, and I had no self-confidence. I was afraid to try new things. I was afraid to go to new places. And now that I have really determined who I am, the confidence is amazing, and it's unbelievable what you can do when you have confidence. Because when you have confidence, you stand firm in your truth and you believe in yourself. This is a personal power. This is inner power. And this power that is inside us, that all we have to do is tap into it, is such an awesome force. And it can dramatically change your life. And I'm here to tell you, don't ever underestimate the capacity of your inner self, of your inner being, and the changes that it could bring to your life. We have the power within us to change our life and the lives of others. And it all starts with connecting with ourselves, finding out who we are, finding out our truths, so that we can get that confidence, we can dip into that power, and then we can unleash it. But you have to start by connecting with who you are. And once you get that power, it will allow you to not only become the best you ever, but it will also allow you to be the best example to others and to be the best leader to others. So you may be sitting there thinking, well, I'm not a leader. I'm a mom, or I'm a cashier at a grocery store. Well, I want to tell you, as women, we are all leaders. If you're a mom, you're a leader. Your children are watching everything you do. So you are setting that example. If you are that cashier at a grocery store, you are a leader, because the person checking out their groceries is watching you and how you treat them and how you treat others. So you are a leader because you're setting that example. So to me, you don't have to be in the role, in the position of a leader, because we all are leaders. And that is why I am so passionate about helping women connect with their authentic self and tapping into their personal power, because it is so important. It is so important for themselves and for those around them, because I believe women are the leaders of the world, and I believe that we can change the world and help each other by just knowing our own truth and tapping into our personal power. So I would love to just give you 4 tips on how you can start this process. So 1 is daily action. And I know you hear this all the time for no matter what. You know, daily action. You got to take daily action for this, daily action for that. Well, there's some truth behind that, because you have to be consistent. If you want to see changes in your life, you need to be consistent. So what I mean by daily action is do something you love every day for 15 minutes. You know, if it's you like to read, then read for 15 minutes. If you like to go for a walk, do that. If there's something you want to research, do that. Now, if you're like me and you're like, I don't even know what I like to do anymore, then take some time. Make a list. Make a list of the things that you like to do. Make a list of the things that you think you might like to do. And then every day, do one of those things. And if you like it, great. And if you don't, cross it off your list. But the key is to take action. It's so important to put yourself first, to connect with yourself so that you can become happy and confident. Because if you don't take care of you and become the best you, how can you possibly help anyone else? How can you possibly be that good example of a leader? Number 2 is when you go somewhere or you meet someone, I want you to pay attention to your physical and emotional state. And so what I mean by that is, have you ever met someone and you just get this feeling, it's like, I don't know what it is, but I don't really have a good feeling about that person. Pay attention. Or if you go somewhere and you're like, I don't feel comfortable here. Pay attention. Notice those times. Pay attention. Don't forget, because that is your intuition saying, no, this isn't right. This isn't who we are. This doesn't line up with our values and our beliefs. Notice those times, and then make sure that you never put yourself around those people or that situation again. And if you have to, then you can prepare yourself mentally. I know many times women will go ahead and do something or be around someone even though inside it's tearing them up and they just don't feel right about it. Well, it's time to stop that. It's time to realize, nope, this isn't for me, and move on. And that will take you leaps and bounds with connecting with yourself, because that is not in alignment with who you are. So then therefore, that should no longer be in your life. Third, recognize internal versus external influences. So for example, when you are doing something, recognize, okay, am I doing this because it's something I want to do? Or am I doing this because someone else wants me to do it? Am I doing this because of guilt? Or am I doing this because it connects with me? You know, many times we will just allow ourselves to believe the thoughts, the opinions of other people. So therefore we conform to their thinking, and therefore we do what they want us to do rather than what we want to do. So it's really important to realize what you're doing and why you're doing it. And recognize that if it's an external influence, is it in alignment with your values and your beliefs? And again, if it's not, then it's time to let it go. And lastly, the fourth item, be present. Be in the moment. So many times we are going through the day, our mind's going 1,000 miles a minute. We're distracted. We're really not aware of our mental state. I want you to, throughout the day, just take a breath and check in. Okay, where's my thoughts right now? What am I thinking about? Just check in with yourself. What this will do is, one, it's going to help you to start, being mindful. It's going to help you start strengthening your mindset, because you're going to start realizing that maybe some of the thoughts that you're having aren't beneficial to you. They may be negative, or they just may be random thoughts that aren't helping you. And two, you're going to notice when you are thinking or doing something that is unauthentic. Something that may not be connecting with you and your truth. So hopefully those 4 items will help you get on your way to connecting with your authentic self. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to speaking with you and sharing some more tidbits of information with you on episode 2. And just remember that whatever you do today will determine your tomorrow. Thank you, and have a great day.